Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another Taxes and Retirement Tuesday. John Blanchard, financial strategist, joining us once again. John's a financial professional with Matthew James Financial Group, and he is a popular radio show host. John, glad to have you back.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good. All right, let's talk businesses. We've never had this discussion before. Business owners, how can they reduce, or are there any ways to reduce their tax liability?
Yeah, Lydia, we see a lot of people that come in that are self-employed. They might be a real estate agent. They might be a physician, a doctor, or a dentist. They might have a small business, or they might be a highly compensated W-2 employee. And so all these individuals they make a substantial amount of money every year, which is great. But the big thing is their biggest expenses is taxes. And so often they come to our office. They're calling us. Look, we're pretty frustrated. We're paying a lot of tax bills, but we're not getting any guidance, any advice on what to do. So we have a team at our office that we help people that are business owners, highly compensated executives, or self-employed individuals that might, let's say they're paying $50, $75, $100, $400,000 a year, or a seven-figure number in taxes. We're helping them reduce that down anywhere from 40 to 90% on what they were currently owing. And so what we're doing is looking at what kind of strategies that we can deploy to help them lower their taxable, their income. And so ideally, we're looking at a lot of things that are just, most people don't know about. I mean, I have friends that are in the tax profession that they don't go through that. They just process a tax return, which is fine. But the thing is, we need to do some advanced strategies for people paying high tax bills. So what we do is we go through an audit, and from there we do an assessment and looking at where they're at, and basically go through a questionnaire and figure out, okay, what strategies they can deploy. So we have about 60 different strategies that individuals can use. So we find out what are their goals, what are their values, what do they want to do, and then what we do, we put together a plan to reduce their tax liability substantially. And everybody's different because everybody has different goals and different dreams, or maybe they're at a different point in their life where they don't need to use a certain strategy, but maybe they can use another one. So ideally, we got to figure out where they are, and then what's their normal tax liability, and what ways can we reduce it. And so that's something that's key for a lot of people in Acadiana. Whether you own an oil and gas company, you have a plumbing service and HVAC, or you're an electrician, or you're a physician. So there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of different things. Maybe you're a hairstylist. Maybe you own a different type of salon. So we got to look at what ways we can help you reduce your tax liability and bring value to our community so they can have more money and build more wealth on their own.
Now, we've talked about current business owners, how you guys can help them out. What about someone trying to sell their business?
Yeah, well, it's not just selling their business. It's also, what if they're selling highly appreciated real estate? Maybe they have rental properties and they're ready to retire from the rental game. And so they're looking at selling a business or real estate. Well, the big hurdle there is the taxes that you got to pay. So the high-end band right now in your long-term capital gains is 20%. And you're also going to pay a 3.8 net investment income tax, plus 4.25 on the state. So you're looking at right over 28% in taxes. So over 1/4% of the money that you receive from the sale is going straight to the government. Well, we have a specialized trust that we can use. It's a deferred tax strategy, and we place the assets, the proceeds from the sale, in this trust, and it incubates them from being taxed. So people can receive all of their money, and they can reinvest it, and it can grow tax deferred, and they only pay taxes on the distributions that they take for income purposes. So there's different things that we can do depending on if we can help them out before they sold or after they sold. But the game plan is to have a plan to reduce your tax liability.